It's that time again. Thank you so much for downloading today's episode of the Red Pill Investor, the premium podcast. My name is Karl Krentzel, your host here today. Thank you so much for downloading today's episode. It's going to be a good one. I got to tell you, one of the best things about premium podcast is it's just the ability for me to share with you some of the private stuff that is really very, very powerful. Guys, and today is no exception. You know, one of the things we're going to cover here in the Investor Carrot experiment, as you know, are leads that are generated through content marketing. Now, if you're not familiar with content marketing and what that is, in a brief nutshell, content marketing is where you write something or create something in an electronic format, whether it be a video or a podcast or a blog, that someone reads that compels them to take action. That's content marketing. You're giving them information, you're educating the consumer, and then in the process of giving them that education, they take action. Now, in the course of the Investor Carrot experiment, you'll know that one of the biggest things I've been doing is writing blog posts, Craigslist ads, things like that to generate traffic to my site. One of the good things about Investor Carrot is that they already have some pre-made, pre-written blogs that you can use. Now, what I did is I went ahead and I created a blog post called something like "We Buy Houses, Companies, Are They Credible?" or something like that. Or perhaps it was Investor Carrot's own. I can't remember. Either I wrote it or they wrote it, one or the other. And if I wrote it, then all I simply did was take something they had written and kind of modify it here and there and change things here and there. But the good thing was, with their format, I used their SEO tool to make sure that it got good placement. So here's why I'm bringing this up. I've been talking to you for a while about the need to have something up 24/7 to make sure people can read, no matter where they are in the life cycle, about your sales process and then react and act accordingly. So in this, probably 15-20 minute thing here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to outline exactly what happened. I'm going to show you the message that the customer, Devin, had left on my voicemail, so you can hear her talk about how she responds to the content marketing. I'm going to leave a message so you know how to kind of respond to that. Then I'm going to play the entire conversation that we had, explaining exactly why she chose the path she chose, resulting in the appointment that we're going to have this coming Wednesday. So anyway, I hope that you'll listen to this. The purpose, again, is to give you some insight to kind of help you be a fly on the wall, maybe give you some ideas so that when you are actually in the field trying to, generate some leads on your own, maybe you'll shorten your learning curve and make more money faster. That's really what the purpose of Premium Podcast Plus is to help give you those extra words. So if you liked it, hey, let me know. I appreciate your help. And without any further ado, may I introduce to you content marketing, Investor Carrot style.
Feel free to leave your name and number, and I'll call you right back. Or you can feel free to check.
Please enter your password, then press.
Hi, my name is Devin. My number is. I saw your ad on the internet, your article actually, which is very good, and may be interested in doing cash for home. I appreciate a call back. Thank you. Bye-bye.
End of message. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Devin. This is Karl Krentzel. I was just returning your call. Sorry I missed you. Thanks for calling me on my cell. If you'd like, feel free to call me. My phone number here, 520-955-5222. That's a pretty good number to reach me at if you'd like as well. Otherwise, I'll just try giving you a call again if you'd like, maybe tomorrow. I don't know what you're doing today on Sunday. I just wanted to let you know that I'd called you back. So anyway, I look forward to talking to you either today or Monday. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you soon.
Hi, Karl. This is Devin. How are you?
I'm fine, Devin. How are you today?
I'm good.
Thanks for calling me back. I didn't know if I called you too early or not.
You didn't, but I was kind of on the phone and I thought, oh, and I didn't recognize the number. And
Yeah, no, that's
I'm just
fine.
listening to my messages, so.
That's no problem. So tell me, I understand you saw something I wrote?
Yes, it was on the internet, and the pitfalls of cash for homes, your tips.
Oh, great. Okay, good. All right. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Okay, good.
Yes, it was very helpful because I have seen the signs, cash for homes, with the construction paper, and but let me tell you my situation. I am in another house.
Now,
I bought a house last year.
Devin, can I interrupt you
Yes.
for just 1 second?
Sure.
Now, just in I appreciate you calling me, and in the order of being fair,
Okay.
The state of Arizona wants me to let you know that I'm a realtor, and
Yes.
so
No, I
anything.
saw that.
Okay, yeah. So anything you say can and will be used against you in negotiations. Okay, I'm not looking to list the house. I'm just working on my own behalf. Okay.
Okay. No,
Okay,
that's good.
and I take really good notes, but I record the calls also just to make sure I don't miss anything. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay, great. All right, please go right ahead. I'm all ears.
Okay. I have a property in Kleindale and Creekside townhomes.
Okay,
Do you know them?
I do.
And I bought a house out here on the east side.
Oh, good.
So I need to sell the Kleindale home.
All right.
And I had, I was settling my parents' estate. They have died and had a lot of things going on. Housing prices, of course, are terrible. And, have left the house and, I go over there a couple times a week, that kind of a thing.
Sure.
But I have not sold it. And I know this is, good selling season now but my issue is, do I want to just go through the hassle of selling a home, which I've done in the past and for my parents, and it's worse than my divorce was.
Yeah, I can certainly appreciate that. I've been in the business 18 years as a realtor, and I can totally attest to the dramatics. Yes.
So anyway, I have entertained this that there are aspects of the Cash for Home program that will work for me.
Well, there's a lot of benefits, that's for sure.
Yes, one of which being, the time factor. And to be honest with you, it's not that I need the money, it's that I don't want to deal with selling a home.
You know what? And that's pretty common. A lot of folks that call me or read something I've put out on the web, like yourself, many times they are just like you. They don't want to deal with, it's not like they have anything against realtors or anything like that. It's just, going through it. And then, of course, there's the issue of who do you trust? Because a lot of those folks with the We Buy Houses stuff aren't licensed. I don't know if you know that or not. Yeah.
And that's why, like I said, I found your article appealing. So, and I like the thing that you put in there about the closing, and at a title company, all that kind of stuff. That certainly does a lot to help reassure people.
Oh, absolutely. So, let's talk a little bit about your place then. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So,
Sure.
About how much are you looking to get for the house?
Well, that I have not determined,
Okay.
which has kept me from making this call.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
And because I haven't been completely sure about it, I do not have a mortgage on it. However, I have a $23,000 home equity loan on it.
Okay.
So obviously that has to be covered.
Well, one of the good things about dealing with a realtor like myself who does this is that by law, I'm required to kind of let you know what the values are in the area to the best of my knowledge. That way you
Hmm.
know up front what really things are, and that way you can make an educated decision that's best for your
Right.
family.
And I had a ballpark, and the reason why I didn't put it on the market last year when I moved into this place
Hmm.
was because I paid 200 for it 7 years ago,
Right?
and they were going after being 9 months to a year on the market for in the 130s. So I thought, well, that was bad.
Hmm.
The last comp out of the area, because I had a wonderful realtor, and I do trust her, who I bought this house with. Um, and the last comp was, I think, in the summer for like 160 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay. And how many bedrooms and baths is yours?
I have 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's, I think, 1,100 square feet. It is an end unit.
Oh, even better.
It's on the wash. Yeah, it's on the wash side.
Oh, good.
And I bought it, and it's all tile floors, shutters on the windows, kind of thing, and with plans to redo. They were built in the 80s. The kitchen and bathrooms. But as I'm watching the prices on the market just plummeting, I delayed a lot of that.
Right.
So there is work that could be done. Everything functions, good roof, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And stainless steel appliances. But there could be some work done on it. And in speaking to Winnie, she, when I talked to her about these things, getting the house ready, she said, you can put more money into it. It may sell it faster, but you probably won't get it back. And
Right.
that, from what I'm watching, seems to be the case.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, that's sort of the way it goes these days. So, well, ideally, when would you like to close by?
Like I said, I'm not in a huge rush. I was
Hmm.
looking if you come out, look at the house,
Hmm.
from that time, what's the time frame?
Well, it entirely depends on you. The good thing about what I do is that the absolute fastest I could probably close 3 days. On average, a lot of folks, depending on what they have, if they've got a lot of stuff in there that they want to take out or,
Well,
whatever.
that I do have some friends are going to take some furniture. There is stuff that I have to get out of
Yeah,
there.
I was going to
So I'm
say
not looking to make this
yeah,
quick.
I was going to say some folks, what we do also, like especially in an estate sale type of situation, I'll say, well, look, why don't you just take whatever you want out, leave whatever you don't,
Hmm.
and then we'll just dispose of whatever. That way it makes it easy for the family or whatever. So in your particular circumstance, if you wanted to have a longer closing so you could remove certain items or whatever, we could make it,
Hmm.
as long as 3, 4 weeks if that's what you want. It's
Oh,
certainly,
okay.
yeah, it's
Okay.
totally fine with me, whatever. The only reason why I asked is because some people, and not obviously in your circumstance, but some people say, well, yeah, you know what, I'm really wanting to get this done by XYZ date so I can do ABC. So in your
No,
case,
and I
it's,
don't.
yeah, it's
No,
just a
I don't have that. I
convenience.
don't have to have the money now, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Okay, so it's a convenience thing. Good deal. All right, well, we can certainly help you with that. And you're not certain about the price. You have an idea
No,
that something in the area sold for around 160. What
right.
sort of price range are you thinking? And again, I'm not holding you to it because I'll have to go look at the values myself and look at the home. I'm just kind of trying to figure out where your thinking is.
Honestly, $10,000 on that house would make it phenomenal.
You think
If you
of
get my
you
drift.
think okay, so you're thinking it would take about 10 grand for the house to kind of get really whipped into good shape?
Well, no, that somebody, if you were to buy it,
Uh-huh.
that if you put in 10,000,
Uh-huh.
it would make it fabulous.
How much do you think it would sell for if I put in 10,000?
I would think at least the 160.
Okay.
The condition, because I looked at the house, it sold for 160, and it was like sort of mine. Some stuff had been done, some hadn't.
Mm-hmm. So you're thinking yours is probably less than 160. Is that what I'm hearing?
What I would say is like 150.
Okay. All right. Well, what I'll do is I'll go
But we'll
take a look
talk
at, yeah,
because,
we'll take a look at
like
the
I said,
values
I
and we'll
have done
figure
a
out
lot of buying and selling in the last 20 years just between myself and my parents.
Yeah.
So I have some idea.
Okay.
And I will tell you, the house I bought here, he, I think, was the same as you, that he gutted this house.
Mm-hmm.
And he did he did the work himself. And, you know, I have no idea I don't know what he paid for it, but he did the work and he did a phenomenal job. So it was worth it for somebody like me to come in and have everything done.
Right, yes.
And I, as a single woman, I'm in my 60s, you know, for me to get work done, for you to get work done, it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, no, I can appreciate where you're coming from. No, my mom felt the same way, so that's no problem.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, when would be a good time for us to get together and take a look at the property?
What about Wednesday?
Okay, about what time are you thinking?
Maybe about 1:30.
Tell you what, let me check my schedule real quick here. I'm thinking that should be okay, but let me just double check here. I'd hate to say yes and be wrong.
Because that's a good date for me, for, you know, the work-wise.
Sure, no problem. Let's see. Boy, this year is flying by. Okay, so that is the 18th, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that works. 1:30, you say?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nope, that's perfect. What's the address?
Oh, isn't this awful? Is it 4101? 1401. Let me find a bill. Because, of course, I've been maintaining utilities.
Sure. Okay. All right. At 1:30 on
And you know,
Wednesday.
and you know that townhouse area.
Mm-hmm. I do.
And there are, like I said, the one on my street is a 2-bedroom interior, and I didn't check the price that they're asking on that one. I know my neighbor, the poor guy, he actually worked for Chase. His had to go into foreclosure across the street, and
goodness.
that was a 2-bedroom, and that took almost 2 years to sell.
Wow. Poor guy.
Oh, I felt so bad. He was a young guy, and then, you know, when I went in to look at it with Winnie, you know, you could tell the termite damage was horrific. So after that period, because he had moved out.
Yeah, I hear you there.
So I'm sure that didn't go for much, but
well, we'll figure it out. That's no big deal. That's the good thing about what I do is I can go ahead and I go back and look in the MLS and figure out what the real value is. And
right.
like I said, I'll share it with you, and you'll have a pretty good idea what's going on, and then I'll take a look at it. If it's something that I think that I'd be interested in buying, I'll make you an offer, and you can make a decision. No sweat, easy peasy.
Okay.
Sound fair?
That sounds very fair.
All right, awesome. Well, then I look forward to meeting you on Wednesday at 1:30, okay?
Sounds great.
All right, thanks for calling me back then. Have a great day.
Thanks.